money. It's always on my mind. Cafeteria meals, printing assignments, projects, everything costs money. Sometimes I skip lunch and pretend that I'm not hungry. People think I'm fine, but I live with thoughts no one else can hear. Heavy thoughts. Sometimes I wonder if they're even mine.
Assignments, deadlines, presentations. I'm drowning. Sometimes I just stare at the screen, blank. My brain feels stuck. People think I'm lazy, but I'm just tired. Tired of pretending.
Another task? No, thank you.
In IPG, everyone gives me work. Group projects, events, competitions. It never ends. They all say, Aiman can handle it. But what if I can't?
The moment I'm about to step on stage, my chest tightens, my hands shake, my voice disappears. Everyone sees me smiling, but inside, I'm panicking. I hate this fear. Huh? What is this?
So, why did we all got the same card?
This feels strange. Maybe it's meant to help us?
Help or trap?
What is this? Take a seat. You were invited because you've been holding too much inside. What's come to your mind when we talk about mental health?
But what if we introduce ourselves first? Well, let me start. My name is Aiman. In IPG, everyone give me work. Group, assignments, projects, competitions, it never stops. They think I can handle everything, but what if I can't? What if I break?
I get that. So I'm Damia. Presentation, assignments, it just made me freeze. My brain's just shut down. People say, just focus. But if it's that easy, I will.
I'm Diana. Everyone thinks I'm confident, but they don't see the war that happens every time I face a crowd. My chest locks up, my breath disappears. It's like I'm drowning in silence while they're watching me shine. They see a performer, but I see a curve that trying to not to fall apart.
And I'm Wilson, and for me it's money problem. I skip meals just to survive the week, but that's not even the worst part. Sometimes my head gets really loud, and there's like a storm that I can't switch off.
Before we go deeper, I want to talk how mental health actually means. To me, mental health is our emotional, psychological, and social well-being. It affects how we think, how we act, learn, handle stress, and make choice. Things like anxiety and depressions are common conditions people might experience.
Exactly. Everyone has mental health, but not everyone has a mental illness. Depression, anxiety, OCD, those are conditions that disturb that balance. For example, anxiety disorders are one of the most common among students our age. The pressure to perform it, to fit in, that triggers that constant worry.
I agree there now. However, I think sometimes people label themselves too quickly. Feeling stressed about exam doesn't always mean you have anxiety disorder. There's a difference between feeling stressed temporarily and having a clinical mental illness.
You are right, Wilson. But that's the problem. People do not understand the difference. So they either ignore it or overreact. But both are harmful.
What you guys think that shape our mental well-being? To me, there are many factors from biological, psychological, and social. For instance, some people are genetically more prone to get anxiety or mood disorders. It runs in families.
And psychologically, it depends on our coping skills and personality. If someone always suppress their emotions, it piles up until they break down.
And don't forget about environmental factors. For example, financial stress, family issues, and social media use. Seeing somebody's perfect life online makes us feel like we're not enough. And furthermore, unrestricted use of social media will lead us to become more violent, which we can see from the recent stabbing case in a secondary school in Bandar Lampung. A 14 years old student stabbed a 16 years old student in the school, and one of the reasons is he was exposed to social media use that was unrestricted.
I totally agree with you, Wilson. Social media can also destroy self-esteem. Studies even show that too much comparison online can definitely increases the depression symptom among youth.
It's not all about that. It depends on how we use it. Social media can spread awareness and create communities that support each other. It's all about control and awareness.
How do you guys think poor mental health affects lives?
Poor mental health is not just about feeling sad, but it affects how we function. For example, students with anxiety disorder often experience brain fog where their minds goes blank during an exam or presentation. Even if they are studying, they still can't recall the things under stress.
That was so true. When I was under pressure, I couldn't even read my notes properly. I would stare at the words, but my brain couldn't absorb anything. The things this called by psychiatrists like cognitive fatigue, a condition where our mental capacity eventually drops when stress hormones like cortisol rise so high.
Exactly. But that's not the only impact. Mentally struggling students tend to have lower class participation, poor time management, and higher absenteeism. Studies by WHO in 2023 show that 1 in 7 adolescents experience mental health issues. Many of them drop out or lose motivation because of it.
I think I can relate to that. When you are mentally drained, everything else feels pointless. I remember skipping meals just to save money, but it messed with my mood. So financial stress isn't just about money, it's about survival fear. The fear can eat away your confidence and your focus.
Yes, financial pressure definitely impacts our emotional stability. Studies even shows that people under chronic financial stress have higher risk of depression and anxiety disorders.
But I don't think it's only about money, I mean. Some people from wealthy families still fall into depression, but it is also about emotional neglect, feeling unseen, even when all physical needs are met.
I think you're right. It's not about poverty, it's about emptiness.
And the physical effects are visible too. Migraines, insomnia, loss of appetite. People think mental illness is invisible, but body shows everything. It's like carrying heavy bag every day, but only you feel its weight.
Yes, and what makes it worse is the stigma. When people know you are struggling, they start to treating you differently, maybe either too gently or too coldly.
I understand what you mean, Damia, but I think sometimes people don't mean to stigmatize. They just don't know how to react. Many of them never thought how to respond to mental health issues with empathy. It's not always about cruelty. Sometimes ignorance meets with discomfort.
That's fair, but ignorance still can be too dangerous. Just because some people label them as dramatic, then it can push them into silent or worse, self-harm.
But stigma has two sides. Some people are scared to share their problems because they are scared of being labeled. But others, they use it to get attention, and this makes it hard for people who genuinely needs help because people stop taking them seriously.
I strongly disagree with you, Wilson. Most people who speak up are not just looking for attention. They are finally brave enough to speak up. If we think they just want attention, it might stop them from getting help they need.
I agree with you, Diana. It's not fair to doubt everyone just because some people misuse the label. The important thing is education. People need to understand how important mental health as physical illness.
Yes, and the media doesn't help either. And movies always show people with mental illness as violent and unstable. This stereotype ruins how society sees them. Movies always show the absolute worst case scenario like crime and crisis. Instead, they should show how people can actually help and support them.
And even schools are not ready to handle it. Some teachers still say, just be strong, more focused without realizing it's not about willpower. You will not tell a person with asthma to just breathe harder, right?
So how can we stop this stigma?
Education, that's the first step. If schools include subject mental well-being just like physical education, people will learn that mental health is a normal part of life.
And language too. We should use person first language. For example, we should say a person living with depression instead of a depressed person. Small change like this give dignity. They will feel seen as a person first instead of their mental illness they're trying to manage off.
And also, we need role models who talk about it. When teachers or public figures share their struggles, it sends a message. It's okay not to be okay.
Yes, awareness must go beyond posters and hashtags. It should create attitude change, not just information. So, how can someone heal from mental illness?
Healing, that's complicated. For me, when I admitted that I was not okay, I began to write every night. Just thoughts, feelings, frustration. It helped me organize the chaos in my mind.
I love that. For me, it's setting boundary. I used to take every task, every responsibility because I thought being productive meant being okay. But burnout isn't a badge of honor. So now I give myself a permission to rest.
For me, I have learned to manage my anxiety through grounding techniques, where I focus more on my sense when my panic starts, like noticing 5 things I can see, 4 I can touch, and 3 I can hear. It brings me back to reality.
My ways is simpler. Music, late night walks with earphones, just breathing. Sometimes that's enough to stop my mind from overthinking. But I'll admit, I've also had unhealthy ways, skipping meals and staying up all night. It's like punishing myself for being stressed.
That's common though. Many people cope through avoidance, gaming all night, scrolling endlessly, or even get something to forget. But those things numb the pain, they don't heal it.
Exactly. Self-care isn't just about bubble bath or comfort food. Sometimes it's about discipline, like sleeping on time, stay hydrated, or saying no when you feel overwhelmed.
Then what if someone cannot heal alone?
So they shouldn't have to. Seeking help is not weakness, it's wisdom. Talking to therapists, even counselors, it's like letting someone else hold the weight for a while.
But not everybody can afford therapy. Some don't even know where to start. And that's why peer support matters. Sometimes having a friend who can listen without judging is more powerful than any medicine.
Yes, listening without trying to fix someone is the best form of care. Sometimes they just need to be heard and validated instead of getting pressure from immediate advice from people.
There are free resources too. In Malaysia, we have Study and Heal 15555 with frienders and campus counseling units. But the issue is people rarely reach out because they think everybody has it worse. But pain is not competition. Everyone deserves help.
And awareness should normalize help-seeking behavior. When mental health days and counseling sessions are treated as normal, people will finally breathe easier.
I think it also starts with us. If we can be a person who listen without judging, we can break the silence.
Ding.
Huh?
Final reflection.
Never mind. Let me start first. You know, sometimes I still think people use mental health as an excuse to be lazy. I mean, yeah, life is tough. We all deal with problems. Sometimes people need to stop overthinking and move on.
I totally disagree. You will not tell someone with a broken leg to walk it off. Mental health pain is just as real. Just because you can't see the wound does not mean it's not bleeding.
I understand what your opinion, Damia, but I don't see it that way. Most people are asking for pity. They are begging for peace.
Peace? That is a good word. But what if peace only comes when the voices stops?
What do you mean by that, Elson?
Tell me, Aiman, have you ever wondered why we never leave this room?
Wait, what? Anna, there's no door. Where's the exit? Hurry up!
This is not a room. This is a memory. You are parts of me. My anxiety, my pressure, my doubt. You are what I created and fought during therapy.
No, that's impossible. We are real.
You can't just erase us. We had to survive.
You did, and I'm grateful for it. But now, I don't want to fight for it anymore. Healing doesn't mean forgetting the pain. It means learning to live beyond the pain.
So, this is goodbye?
It's not goodbye, it's release. You taught me to understand fears, to question my guilt, and to breathe through my panic. Now, I can enter the world whole.
Then what happened to us?
You fade because your purpose is done.
Yes, you finally got your peace, huh?
Be kind to yourself, always.
Keep leading, but don't forget to rest. How do you feel, Wilson?
Lighter for the first time. I think I'm okay now.
It has been a pleasure, Wilson.
want you to know that no matter where you are in life, no matter how low you have sunk, no matter how bleak your situation, this is not the end. This is not the end of your story. This is not the final chapter of your life. I know it may be hard right now, but if you just hang in there, stick it out, stay with me for a little while, you will find that this tough moment will pass. And if you are committed to using this pain, using it to build your character, finding a greater meaning for the pain, you will find that in time, you can turn your life around and help others going through the same struggles.
Apa?
You can just erase it. You can just erase it. We had it. You can just erase us.
Okay, blooper.
Tak apa. Jawab. Aku nak ikut kau.
Tak, aku nak nyanyi. Aku nak nyanyi. Jauh sangat ke?